Hello, dear friends. Good afternoon. I know it has to be noon, so it's an afternoon. How are you, Anna? Are you around there? So thank you very much for being with us. And I'm going to wait a few minutes until I see some more people coming in. I hope you're doing well. So listen, let me tell you about something about knitting. It is always a good time to knit, even if it's summer, because you need to do your Christmas presents, or sometimes you want to just have a little suitcase or box and where you have like presents and be ready for whoever's birthday. And it's just nice to have something like that. I remember Anna used to come and say, "Mom, can I see your box?" And because it's so and so's birthday, and I need to take her something. Can I see? So I always had a little bit of something. Hi, Anna. Thank you for being here. Thank you, Anna. So today we're going to be talking about yarn overs. And you do a yarn over when you want to have an extra stitch to knit with. So, for example, something very simple that we have been making always is the washcloth. You remember the basic washcloth. And so all these little things here are yarn over. So this is knit 3 yarn over, and then you take off. But they are all yarn overs, and they leave a gap. Sometimes they are called make one, which is when you do it on the next row. Good morning, Darlene. Thank you. So listen, we have our shop. Please visit Amazon.com store/Joanne's Web, and please visit also Facebook and Pinterest and Instagram, and we're on Joanne's Web. And so, yes, it's shop. Oh, okay. Amazon.com shop. Okay. Okay. Oh, all right. So these are the yarn overs. Good afternoon, Jeannie. Okay. Is it raining in Florida? Well, that's good. Hi, Sally. Sally Ramirez. Thank you very much. So listen, you do your yarn overs, and you can do like on the washcloth 1, 2, 3 yarn over, and you increase a stitch. When you take off, of course, you need to knit it together, yarn over, and then knit it together in order to actually take off. Please watch the video on this because they are very nice to give away for Christmas. We have them, you put the soap there and gather the edges, and it becomes a very pretty gift. So another reason of making yarn overs, you were making a shrug here. And I have made like a whole bunch of them. I like a whole bunch of them. This is like a baby blanket. This is like a giant washcloth. So, but this time I wanted the edge to be a little bit fancier. So instead of doing 1, 2, 3 yarn over, I did 1, 2, 3 yarn over, knitted together, and yarn over in order to have those two there. So you can fancy up the edges. So this is another idea. We're going to, I already made the video for this. I'm sewing it. And so like that, we can show you how to do this. Very pretty shrug. And then this is another one that I have. But see all the yarn over, see how the design that it makes. Look how pretty that is. So that's one side, and this is how the other side looks. So this makes it a very pretty edge, very fancy. And it's just wonderful to have something like this. And all these up here are also yarn overs. So it makes it a very pretty project when you use them. See them? So that's what it is. And also, you remember that we have a cowl, so you make designs with yarn overs. See them? So that's yarn overs. And this is also a project with yarn overs. And so it just makes beautiful designs with them. And then, of course, when you have yarn overs on the edge, but you have a shawl, so you have a shawl like this, and you have yarn overs around the edge, but you want to finish it also with the same way. You want to, for example, if you make a triangle also only, and you do the yarn overs to increase on the sides, and of course the upper edge, you want it to look similar. So what you want to do is that you want to do on the top, like yarn over, knitted together, yarn over, knitted together, yarn over, knitted together, the whole row, and then knit 2 rows. So like that, you have the edge, the upper edge, looking the same as the sides. So let's make believe that you have the washcloth, but you only want the triangle. And let's make believe that this is big and you want it only as a shawl. You can do that edge of yarn over, knitted together on this part here. So like that, when you bind off, you have a similar look as the sides. So yarn over, of course, when you are going to do knit 1 yarn over, purl 1, the yarn over has to be done in a different way. So I think what we're going to do is the same as the videos that we did on the cast-ons. I'm going to do a video on the different ways of increasing stitch, the yarn overs, and how to make one, and all those. So like that, they are all in one single video, and I think that's a very good idea. So I wonder if you have any questions. Let's see. Thank you. Harpreet. How do you pronounce your name? Harpreet. Neat. We love you too. So hi, Nelly. De Tamaulipas? Ah, thank you very much, Nelly. Thank you very much. Monica. Hi, Monica. So thank you very much. You're very sweet, and I really appreciate your coming to visit us. And thank you for following us, and thank you for sharing us with your friends, and thank you for liking our page, and thank you for subscribing. And Anna and I are really, really appreciative of your preference. So, do you have any questions, Monica or Sally? Yes, I have classes. I live in San Antonio and I have classes. I teach at a Hobby Lobby and I teach at Northside Independent School District in the adult and community education. But I mostly, and what I like the most is making the videos, and I like to design. So it's just something that I love to do. I wake up at 2 o'clock in the morning and sit down and design because something just came to my head and I have to write it down before it goes away. And so, yes, I do crochet videos, Patricia. Is just that Anna and I were thinking that it spreads out and there's so much knitting that that crochet has not been our forte. I mean, I know how to crochet, and we have several videos on crochet and some on the Tunisian. So please look them up because they're there. Thank you, Patricia. The Hobby Lobby on on Bandera and Hebner. So it's right there. It's a big Hobby Lobby. So it's on Bandera and Hebner. And I teach there on Tuesdays. I teach a class from 4 to 6 and another one from 6 to 8. So yeah, I love to teach. Bonjour. Bonjour. Thank you very much. We're in northern France. We're in northern France because my father was from Rouen, from La Normandie. So thank you very much for saying salut. Well, thank you very much. All right. Monica. I do not follow patterns. As a matter of fact, in order to teach, I needed to learn how to read patterns because I always made my own. I have always designed my own stuff, my sweaters, my skirts, my jackets, my hats. I have always designed my own stuff. So in order to teach people how to read patterns, I had to learn myself before. So now I know how to read patterns, but I had no idea. And I usually do my own notes and I do my little sketch. And I think you have seen, please look up the sketch that I made on a vest. I think we have one of a vest. So like that, you can see how many, how I make my little design and how many inches from here to there and how many stitches I take off. So that's what I do. So if it's yarn overs, I prefer, it really doesn't matter. I prefer charts, but a lot of people don't know how to read charts. So sometimes when I see a nice pattern, I will write it down for people to just read, and I'll simplify it. So I'll make it like, if it's a large chart of many, many rows, I will simplify it and say, like, do number 4 the same as number 2. So like that, people don't have to struggle so much on reading charts. Some of them don't. So yes, thank you. You lose track? Yes, on the lace knitting, a lot of people lose track, but it's very important that you take like a ruler, like something like this, and follow the chart or follow the pattern like that. You remember where you're at, and sometimes it's the only way to do it because it's really important. Yes, I do have a lot of beginner patterns, Douglas. We have the washcloth. We have a lot of cowls. We have scarves. We have gloves. We have hats. And there's a lot of those for beginners. So yes, we do, Douglas. So maybe you would like to make the hats, because we do have like a beanie hat. So please, the best thing for you to do is learn how to knit and purl. Once you do that, you can follow the pattern very easily. So and there's a lot of things for beginners. Now, I have students that don't want to purl. They just don't want to do that. So there's a lot of patterns for only knitting. So like this one, let me go. This is only knit on both sides. So this is a scarf that I designed, and it's only knit on both sides, and it's really, really easy. And there's the shrug that I was showing you, the giant washcloth. I'm sorry, but so this is only knit. It has the yarn overs, but it's only knitting. And yes, there's a lot of things that you can do with only, basic. Beginner sock patterns. Let me tell you about socks. I know how to make socks, but they hurt my feet. And so, and some people can't wear socks because the stitches just bother their feet. And so I prefer to buy them. But yes, I think we're going to have to make a few patterns with for socks. So like that you can know. But I don't make them just because they bother me. So mm, let's see. Yeah, you're working on a dishcloth, Douglas. Yeah, well, there's a lot of dishcloths. If you know how to knit and how to purl, you can make designs like a little duck or a star, and you just read the chart. And they're very easy to read, really, because it's just knit and purl. You don't have to change yarns. Now, we are going to have a series of classes also on changing yarns on the same project. So the insertia, which is very nice to do, and we will be doing something like that soon. And I think I was telling you the last time that I don't like bobbins and that I make my own little balls. So we are going to have a class on insertia because a lot of people want it. Well, thank you. Hi. Okay, Donna. Thank you. Thank you, Douglas. My pleasure. Well, thank you very much for watching, and please share our tutorials with your friends, and please visit our Amazon. Uh, what is it? It's not store. What is that thing? Yes, a color changing video. We have one of the color changing video, and it's called Intertia. So please, yes, it's a shop. So visit Amazon.com /shop/Joanne's Web, or visit us on Facebook, on Pinterest, on Instagram, on Joanne's Web. There you go. Thank you, Anna. Okay. And I will see you next Wednesday on a live broadcast. And thank you very much for watching us. Thank you, Monica. You do too. Have a wonderful day. Bye bye, Patricia. Thank you.